Welcome back to Best Man Made. I'm your guy, Mac. Listen, I've been fortunate to be around a lot of different people, to learn a lot of different lessons, to learn them the hard way and learn them the easy way at times. But what I want to give you right now is some of the best advice I've ever heard. Part one, because there's going to be plenty more parts of this, so whatever, roll it. So my homies gave me this good advice. My guys, we call each other the Great Eight. These are my boys back home in Greensboro, North Carolina. But these cats put me onto something that was just like, it hit the spot. They told me, Mac, keep it between the ditches. Yeah, when I first heard it, I kind of was like you. I was like, what the heck does that mean, man? Keep it between the ditches? What you talking about, man? You mean keep it between the bitches? No. Keep it between the ditches. Think about it like this, all right? I don't know if I can do a graphic right here, but let's say I got a graphic right here, all right? Let's say you're driving down a street. A nice, what you might think is a narrow street, but in actuality, it's wide. The street is wide, all right? So as it's wide, you're able to you can stay in the middle. The best place probably you think about in your head is in the middle. But now you can go to the right or you can go to the left. It just depends, as long as you're keeping it in between the ditches, the boundaries on the side. Because as you're driving forward in life, you're gonna do just that. You're gonna sway, right? You're gonna go to the far side, and you're gonna have to remember, you better pull it back over so you don't go off into the side ditch. Ditches on both sides. You can go either way too far on one side or way too far on the other. And if you do, it's gonna be very hard to get back on that road and keep going forward. But don't forget, man, life is about moving forward. It's about progression. It's about change, right? And you gotta keep that drive. But as you do, don't fall off that road, right? I don't care if this deals with women, if it deals with money, career, passion, whatever it might be. You keep it between the ditches, you're gonna be just fine. Another good piece of advice I've gotten, I actually don't even know where I got it from. I'm pretty sure you've heard it before, but it's simple in the sense of what it sounds like, very difficult when you live through it, and that is failure is necessary for success. Let me tell you something, man. I can't tell you how many things I have tried and failed at them completely. Like on my face, flat out, did terrible, just done. Didn't even want to get up and try it again. It was like, man, this is a wrap. Because at that time, when you try something that you think you might be good at, or think, hey, I'm gonna just try this avenue out, you think it's gonna work out, right? But when you fall, hit your face on the ground, and it's a wrap, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about letdowns or disappointments. No, I'm talking about failure, on the ground, you out type of stuff, all right? I'm talking about hurt. It's gonna do exactly that. It is gonna hurt, but that's when you learn something. I remember this one story, man, I don't even wanna give you this, I don't even wanna tell this story. My brother's probably gonna kill me. This is not really a failure story, but just to kind of understand what I mean by hurt. My brother and I, we country, man. We from the sticks, right? So I remember my brother was laying wood. Cause some of y'all don't know about this, but people used to chop wood when it gets cold, and they use the chopped wood to build fires at home. You guys might not do that no more, but this is how we did it. We chopped wood during the winter to make fires. My brother and I were loading wood on top of a, what do you call the damn thing? A dolly, right? My brother throws the wood on the dolly, wham! Hits him right in the head, right? The dude was knocked out standing. I mean, he totally was just like, did one of these numbers. You see little birds flying? The little birds was flying on him, and he looked at me, I was like, yo, Mike. I said, man, you don't look so good, man. And my dad, sitting back, smoking a cigarette. Did you learn something? So I kind of got a little upset with him, and I kind of gave him one of these looks right here. I was like, cause I was pissed, right? But now looking at it, I get his point. Now, it might not have been a failure success type of thing, but at that point, when you are hurt and something hits you, you're gonna learn something from it. That's exactly what failure does for you. Whoa, did you just hear that? See, that concept is real, man. What failure does for you is it puts you flat on your ass, and you're able to say, okay, from that, I gotta take some kind of education from that, right? And that's when you bounce back, and you either say, you're not gonna do what you just did before, you might not lay wood on the dollar anymore, but you become a little bit more successful because you may say, instead I'm gonna put it in a wagon. Say I'm gonna put it in a basket. Say I'm just gonna pick it up and carry it in my arms. Whatever you might do, but trust me, you may not make that same decision again unless you're just an idiot, I don't know. Another good piece of advice, I think my man Big Sean said it best. Everything ain't for everybody. So true. Good example is exactly what we're doing right now. Some of you may not take anything from Best Man Made. Everything ain't for everybody. You might not be in this particular place in life where this stuff even matters to you. You might be, don't know. Certain things that I may wear. Certain things that I may do, right? Everything ain't for everybody. It's for you. So some things that I may say, some things you may learn outside, some things that you may try, cool, might be your thing, might not be your thing. But always remember, when you're out there and you don't understand why some people are doing what they're doing, and you don't agree with that, and it just ain't for you. That's all good, ain't nothing wrong with that. This one guy was talking about the style that he wears and stuff, and I looked at what he wore, hey, that looked good on him. Guess what, it ain't for me. Oh, now this one. This one I like. Maybe the reason why I like this one so much is because I made it up. But it's a good one though. It's a really good one. Don't let that sound any way, whatever. Minimize the ties to those you despise. Get rid of people in your life, or get away from those in your life that you do not like, do not care for, pulling you down, whatever it might be. I'm gonna tell you something. Before I moved away from North Carolina, I was actually around a few people, just a few, that kind of just were in the way. All right. In my past experiences, I've been around people that have kind of had some negative energy about them. You know what I'm saying? Or people that weren't making the moves that I thought they should make in life, or I wanted to make in my life. And so I said, you know what? I got to get rid of these kind of people in my life. I've actually known friends that have had people around them that just bring this negative vibe to them, you know? And the funny thing about it is they keep them around. I have no idea why you would keep somebody around if they're giving you nothing but negativity. Cut them out of your life. I don't care who they are, if they're family, if they're friends. If they are negative and you don't want them around and you know it inside, get rid of that joint. It's gonna pull you down. It's gonna pull your business down with you. It's gonna pull your love life down. It's gonna pull everything down for you. Cut it off. All right, so I thought about, listen, you gotta understand something, okay? I come from a different kind of generation, right? Generation where the generation before us and that one before us was a little bit more edgy. They said things that probably weren't the best way to say it. But my dad told me this good piece of information. Now, I might have to dress it up for you because when I first tell you, you may not agree. Don't trust a man who doesn't drink or doesn't smoke. Yeah, a lot of y'all don't drink or smoke. I get that. It's a new generation. People understand now that stuff is pretty bad for you. I get it. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to drink or smoke to become an honest person. It wasn't that. The concept was, if somebody doesn't drink or doesn't smoke, then what is their vice? What is the thing that they do to relax? What is the thing that they do to blow off stress? If someone doesn't drink or doesn't smoke, you gotta wonder, well, what do they do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is their outlet? It might be something kind of strange. And I'm not saying that it's like somebody doing, a little bit of, doing some lines or something, or doing like, they ended, I don't know, something disgusting on the internet. I have no idea, because somewhere in there, it might be something about them that you just don't want to be around. Again, go back to the other one. Everything ain't for everybody, so it might not be for you. All this stuff pretty much is just things that I learned throughout life. Now, this is only part one. I got much more stuff to tell you, but I ain't gonna make this video that long, and time is ticking. I gotta get out of here. So always remember, boys are born, but men are made. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to Best Man Made. Today, I got my guy LaGuardia Cross with me. Now, the beautiful thing about this guy is that his channel he knows what it is to be a dad. Definitely a first-time dad at that.
Little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit, but enough. Much more than me.
My girl's like 21 months old now.
21 months?
So I know 21 months worth of information for y'all that don't know anything.
And that's what y'all about to get. So here we go. Roll it.